Hi, can I ask who you're currently using for all of your rental equipment? Yeah, I got an agreement with that big rental company, and I do all my business with them. Why? What's going on with you? Well, what do you like about them? Well, to be honest, they got a lot of locations. They got a lot of fleet. The service is pretty good. I really like Tom, their dispatcher. He always calls me and my guys and makes sure that we're dialed. I mean, their dispatcher is an absolute rock star for getting stuff handled, and they just got a lot of equipment, so that's why I use them. Oh, that's great. We're the exact same way. We've also got a really good dispatcher. We've got a number of locations, and we actually have four different locations in the metroplex here that could service your job sites. We've got good service, and we also have a lot of fleet. So this is the typical sales call that is, quote, the Me Too movement. And it's not the Me Too movement like the political thing. It's the Me Too movement where the sales rep basically says, you should use me because I'm exactly the same. It takes zero effort to be the exact same. It's a great sense of flattery and complimenting when you say that you're exactly the same as somebody else, but you're not giving your customer a reason to change. I'm going to assign everybody a piece of homework. And here's what it is. What makes you, your company, your offerings genuinely and honestly special and different? It's the only thing your customers want to know. If you step in and you say, everything I have is exactly the same as my competitor, then there's no reason to change unless they have a major pain point. And if they had a major pain point, they'd be calling you. You wouldn't be calling them. So when you roll up, I'm going to ask you, why? What makes you stand out? What makes you special? What makes your brand or your offerings genuinely and honestly unique? And that could be you as an individual. I'm a big one for personal branding and going out and knocking stuff out and being like, woohoo! Elliot puts out all kinds of unique stuff. I even put out a unique, my hard hat's unique. Everything I do, I try to make sure that I stand out and that I am unique and different. But when I used to do regular sales and I worked for Ahern Equipment filed for bankruptcy. Now I'm going to let you all think about, because I think it's important, because I love the challenges I went through. The entire company went bankrupt, which means we couldn't even buy parts to fix the machines we had, much less buy new machines. It was very, very rough as a salesperson when your equipment is old, haggard, and broke down. And I went out and I sold it as a competitive advantage. I said, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. My competitors have brand new equipment. Brand new equipment and used equipment, they both break down. The difference is our service techs have to be 10 times better because our equipment breaks down and they actually need to fix it because they can't just swap it out for a newer unit, which means our service techs learn how to be massively efficient at keeping the machines up and running. Because we filed for bankruptcy, we can't afford new equipment. We need to make sure ours is running right when it goes out to the job site. We can't just assume it was factory ready because it came from the manufacturer. I turned a negative into a differentiating factor, and people were like, oh, I was like, is the brand new piece of equipment? I mean, do you want new paint or do you want a functioning piece of equipment? And I actually landed at customers because I was honest and I found out what made us different. So I'm going to ask each one of you, and this is going to take brain power. I want you to sit down as a sales team, as a sales individual, and I want you to ask yourself, what makes you special, unique, or different? What do you bring? And right now, because too many sales reps don't know what makes them or their company special, I'll tell you what they do. They say, what makes me special is a lower price. And then we pillage the entire industry because nobody's looking for something that makes them special or different. They say, well, we all rent scissor lifts, we all rent booms, we all have mini excavators. But what they don't ask is, how do you deliver it? And that how you deliver it is what's going to differentiate you from everybody else in the market. So do your homework, find out what differentiates you, and do me a favor, make sure your customers know why you're unique and special, because you'll find customers that want that from you. Hope you have an amazing day. Know that I appreciate you watching. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you, and comment below on what your unique or different is. I would love to hear.